So our practicum program is really comprehensive. So we take in students that might be starting their practicum experience, and at this point, they do work a lot on their restricted hours, right? Working with the clients, but getting supervised by a BCBA, where we're really working on some of those skills, such as like DTT, preference assessments, the skills that really overlap with that behavior technician role as well to make sure that they're competent in all of these areas.
So, when you sign up or join on the team for the practicum program, at first you're going to have your supervision meetings with whatever BCBA is your supervisor. Mine was Trisha, so I had meetings with her all the time. And then I worked one on one direct with clients for a while until I started gaining more experience and more depth in my education while I was getting my master's degree. And then I was able to start shadowing her while she supervised cases.
The Practicum program is extremely resourceful because you get to be one-on-one with the clinicians, BCBAs, and the clinical director. You get to have cases under you, like alongside the BCBA, just so you can prepare for your life as a clinician in the future.
And you start out with one kiddo and you're supervised the whole time. Trisha's there helping you, supporting you, guiding you on what decisions to make. And as you slowly move along, you get more and more independent.
Then as they get further into their practicum, we start working on more of those unrestricted hours. We have them practice, looking into the literature, selecting behavior intervention strategies that are evidence-based, looking at the data, being able to analyze the data, and various other tasks related to the task list.
So it made me better care for my clients because the one-on-one connection with the BCBAs gives me a little input on what programs to implement for certain individuals. And they're just very resourceful on giving us research for background to read to help us better our minds.
During our practicum experience, they have competency tests throughout, and we have weekly meetings with the BCBAs without the clients. We also do overlaps if they're working directly with clients on various things like assessments.
I was able to watch Trisha or Andrea or whatever supervisor I was shadowing interact with the clients and run their supervision sessions when I was overlapping with them. And that really kind of modeled for me how I should go about things. Not only that, but it lets you get a foundation of, okay, this is what it looks like. What do I have to do to get there? And then you're able to slowly build up to that point until you're independent.
We have multiple ages here, which just helps to diversify their skills. Along with, we have some kids with co-occurring diagnosis, which is just great experience for them. We have them involved in our parent meetings and some of our group parent meetings as well to help support in that way, and caregiver support, and making sure that we have that consistency. So we use behavior skills training model, so that BST, while teaching them those skills, and then also have them use that with the technicians that they're supporting.
Once you are independent, you still have that support, but I'm able to sit, look at all my kiddos' details, whatever they may be, and then create the intervention plan that's most suited for them. And that comes from all the observations and the overlaps and the trainings that we get.
I make sure that they are very competent in the assessment process. They do several with me until they are completely competent, as I kind of slow back my skills and watch them kind of take over that process. I think way back when I did practicum, right, I had a lot of limited hands-on experience. I did some material making and program development, but our technicians here, they get to be a part of the cases in a much more involved way, which gives them hands-on experience for all of the different things that they will be doing as a supervising clinician.
So I was recently introduced to the field, and within a couple months, I decided this is where I want to be for the rest of my life. I would recommend, if it's what you want to do, just continue doing it.
Something I would recommend is knowing your options, going with a company that might have some tuition support or reimbursement to help you through that journey and the costs with it. I would look for a company that, if you're employed there, that your supervised hours are free for you. I know that there's many different options to be able to do that, and I would really ask them details about their practicum program. What sort of activities are they going to be able to do for those unrestricted hours? Because we know that they can be a little more challenging to get.
Don't overthink things. I know in my case, I wanted to be the best right away and I wasn't. And that's okay. Allow yourself the room to grow, allow yourself to take that corrective feedback and learn from it rather than just almost giving up on yourself and like all the progress you have already made.
Something else I would just mention is being a clinician is such a rewarding job. You really get an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of your families that you work with, the clients. In this role, you supervise RBTs and technicians, so you get to learn how to develop and see them grow professionally as well. So there's always a big market for BCBAs as well, so that's always helpful when you're trying to figure out the best career path for you. But it's something I would highly recommend.